Okay guys, so let's talk about Oscar Mingueza. I'm sure that most Barca fans know who Oscar Mingueza is, but let's do a quick little recap before I get into the news. So he is 25 years old, he's a La Masia talent, and he made his debut under Ronald Koeman in 2020. And he definitely showed a lot of potential. However, things did not end up working out, and he ended up leaving on a free to Celta Vigo back in 2022. Now, he is a center back. That's the position that he was, when he made his debut. That's the position that he is on paper. And he honestly really did do well in that position. However, as the games went on, Koeman moved him to more of a right back position. And that's where we saw him struggle, and I feel like that's where his confidence definitely dropped. I think that we all remember this moment where Barcelona played against Getafe. During this moment, Mingueza didn't make the best decision defensively, and Koeman ended up screaming at him, and it seemed to be very aggressive. I think Koeman after this came out and said that he kind of overdid it on that, and I think Mingueza said there's no bad blood between them. But obviously I do feel like things like this do affect a player mentally. I'm sure that Barcelona and Xavi, when he came in the time, did not want to offload a player like Mingueza, someone from La Masia, someone that you could see is definitely trying. However, because of the club's situation, the club was forced to offload players, and Mingueza was one of the players on the list. He wasn't bad, he was actually pretty good on the ball, he had good pace, it's just he started to lose confidence playing in that right back position, and that basically affected his game. And because he started to lack confidence, that kind of pushed him to more of a bench role rather than the role he had before, which was playing as a starter. However, now at Celta Vigo, he has been performing so well. He's their best player so far this season. I will say that he's been playing more of a wing back rather than a traditional fullback or a center back in general. This season for Celta Vigo, in only 4 matches, he has had 2 goals and 3 assists so far. And again, reminder, he's playing as a defender, so the fact that he has 2 goals and 3 assists, he's doing an incredible job. Now, this is also his ratings in the last 4 matches that he has played. He has been pretty consistent so far, so it's great to see that. And, for a player from La Masia, you always want to see those players do well. Also, one of the goals he scored so far this season was a really incredible free kick, so you guys should definitely go check it out after this video. Now, the reason why I'm talking about him is because Barca were unable to sign a right back and center back this summer. The club are closely monitoring Òscar Mingueza, but have not made any moves so far. Barca acknowledged his impressive development, emphasized that he would fit in well at Barca because he knows their system inside and out, as he joined the club's youth academy in 2007. Barca have a $9 million buyback option until 2026. And right now, I believe his market value is at $8 million, and I feel like if he continues performing the way he has been, his market value will increase. So if Barcelona could get him for $9 million, that's a bargain. Now, I really don't think this is a bad option to keep on the table, especially a player like Mingueza, who's from the academy, who knows the philosophy of the club and knows the style of play. I also feel like him going to Celta Vigo was the best thing for his career to develop and gain more confidence, and I feel like consistency is key, especially for young players. Now again, the Òscar Mingueza option is definitely something you should keep on the table, but there's also other, options next summer that are on a free, like Kimmich and Tah. Kimmich, who could play as a defensive midfielder or as a right back, and Tah, who is a center back. But I do feel like if Òscar Mingueza continues performing, it doesn't hurt to kind of give him another chance. I do think that fans and the club should still be cautious, because just because he's performing for Celta Vigo doesn't mean that he will perform in Barcelona. He showed a lot of potential when he got minutes on the first team. However, I feel like there's a different kind of pressure when you're playing for a club like Barcelona. There's so much intensity. Every game you have to win, and every game you have to play well. And even if you win, if you don't play well, you'll still get criticized for it. However, I do think that his style of play does suit Barcelona, especially if he plays a wingback, because I do feel like Hansi Flick does prefer a more of a wingback option, at least for one side of the field. You kind of saw that with Hansi Flick at Bayern, with Alphonso Davies playing as a wingback at times, and Pavard as well. I also feel like a player like Òscar Mingueza, who could hold onto the ball and is just good on the ball in general technically, is a good option for Barcelona. Also, the fact that he's good at free kicks as well is also an additional bonus. I will say that there are people that are concerned because they feel like bringing in Òscar Mingueza will hurt the development of Hector Fort, and also Koundé, who plays in that right back role as well. However, Fort is still young, he's only 18 years old, and you need some depth, you need players for rotations because the season is so long and you don't want to overplay your young players. Overall, I do like the option of having him on the list of players that Barcelona have their eyes on, because I think Barcelona needs some depth, and having some options on the table doesn't really hurt anybody. And yeah guys, that is the end of the video. Be sure to comment your thoughts in the comment section, and yeah.